Yep. Soon as the Lord found out you were there, he was just like, no.
Alrighty. So here we go. This is session 99 of our Forbidden Lands game, with our second part of our like little Ravenloft side quest,
It's a Halloween special.
the spooky season special. Because I don't imagine it will be done before Halloween, which is next week. You guys, thanks to some magic from Kali that went awry while you were trying to deal with some dream demons, ended up in this extraplanar realm, this land of darkness and mist and evil. Sealed in, you met some locals, some Vistani, who took you to meet a woman who was expecting you, named Madame Eva. Madame Eva basically read your fortunes, let you know that this entire land is cursed, and until the curse is lifted, no one leaves. You are not the first to come. You may not be the last. We'll see how things go. But she did let you know that this powerful being, this devil named Strahd, controls the lands completely and totally. And as long as the curse is upon him, you guys are stuck here. And should you die, you will serve him in your death. She did, however, do a fortune reading for you with some cards, and told you some things that you would need to know, things that you would need in order to break this curse. I posted those to the chat. They're pinned in the Discord. Basically told you that the key to defeating the curse is to understand Strahd. So for that, you'll need his book, his diary, which apparently is inside his castle. Probably not the first thing you want to go for. She told you about a holy symbol that would offer you some degree of protection that is in the west of the lands, in a pool blessed by the light of the white sun. She told you about a magical sword made from pure sunlight that would be instrumental in defeating this devil. That there is an enemy who will give you assistance in a mountainside abbey. And that when the time comes for the final confrontation, the cards indicate that the devil himself can be found with the one whose blood sealed his doom. Whatever that means. You were also told very clearly to stick to the roads, that the woods are dangerous. Madame Eva also let you know, though, that she has sent adventurers to their death before. So whether you trust her or not is up to you. You made your way to a little village. Arrived at about 3-ish, 4-ish in the morning. There is an ominous church bell that rings throughout the land, marking the hours. The village itself seems to be mostly deserted. There's no people on the streets. You heard a sobbing sound. You followed the sobbing sound to an old boarded up house. And inside you found this woman completely distraught. You managed to get through to her, find out that apparently her daughter has gone missing, that her daughter had stayed in the house, never left the house to protect her from the devil, and now her daughter's gone missing. Got a description of her, and as you were leaving here to perhaps go to the store or to the tavern where there seems to be some people, Caldy saw a woman matching the daughter's description in an alley, who turned into like a small swarm of bats and flew away. I think that's where we left off.
Let me check my notes.
Yeah, quickly check like your 5 sentences worth of notes.
I don't have anything, oddly enough. No, wait, I do have stuff after the card reading. As we walk through the streets, Sokotai catches Gertruda's scent again and spots a pale woman who turns into a flock of bats and flies away.
Oh, okay. It was Okata that spotted her. Excellent.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I think finding or saving that girl will be not something we can do right now.
And
Well, she flew to the castle, I think.
she did fly to the castle. But inside the village itself, like I said, the only places that seem to have any sort of activity are the tavern and the shop sees like there's signs of use. There's no like dust caking the windows and stuff, but it is currently closed during the wee hours of the morning.
Didn't we hear something about something happening at the church in town? I remember something about the church, but more.
You heard that you know that there is a church.
Yeah.
But we will turn it over to you guys.
Was there something you wanted to purchase?
Well, we could go buy some things, maybe find a map of the region, but I don't think it's gonna be open right now.
Well, then we should find an abandoned building or the inn. Assuming they don't lynch you when they see you.
Check if there's a inn where we can sleep, and if not, we can make camp inside an abandoned building. We can check the general store tomorrow, and I remember something vaguely about a church. Wasn't there a priest or somebody in a... that could help us? Oh no, it was Wedding Bell. Or something about wedding bells in a mountain abbey. It was not a church.
The ally, the temptress.
Oh yeah.
Either a wedding bell or a death knell.
Well, the woman that turned into bats, her mother told us that the monster kidnapped her. So, and from what we know, the guy is some form of undead. So if he turned her into something, she might be dead and also wed to him. So maybe she can help us. Oh yeah, quite so. But it will align with the word that the woman told us. So maybe we can go check on her at some point. I would try to find the item of protection and the sword before that, but
I would expect so, yes.
so let's try to sleep for the night, and tomorrow we can fetch stuff from the shop, check the church, and try to go west.
Do you want to brave the tavern, or should we find one of these empty buildings?
I mean, with how this place has been treating us, I don't know which one is safer.
It is refreshing that people are likely to bring torches and pitchforks after you instead of myself.
Yeah, but will that be better if I just break into an abandoned house and camp in it?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I'll keep the silver holy symbol very visible.
What?
At least if we get in trouble with the hen, we'll know it immediately, not while I'm sleeping.
True. And people are easier to kill than monsters.
Yeah.
As a rule.
I'd rather not kill people, from what I heard,
Okay.
but I'll protect myself if need be. I just don't want to make the rumor about me true.
And I don't trust my magic here. There's something not right.
I don't know how it will react to mine. Everything here feels like death and decay. Don't know how I'm trying to. And nature has been bent to that monster's will. Like the old woman told us that every animal was his spy. Look at my deer with with eyes watching you. Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna react. But yeah, let's try to end.
All right. So you guys make your way to the inn, which is this little red building right here.
E2.
E2. As you approach, there is like a kind of like a single kind of shaft of light that kind of comes through the kind of the smoke covered glass, illuminating just a little bit outside the building. Above the doorway, there is a sign that says the name of the tavern is the Blood on the Vine.
It's chop.
But when you look look at it, it looks like the sign originally said Blood of the Vine, but somebody has like scratched an N over the F, so it's now called the Blood on the Vine. Inside, there's a fire in the hearth, but it doesn't seem to be giving off much warmth. And there's like maybe 4 people in here, including the barkeep, who's kind of busy, wiping his glasses. And the other 3 people are like 2 of them are at a table together, and then the other ones are like at separate tables. They are the sort of like had their drinks and are now like head down, passed out on the table. The barkeep kind of looks over at you, and everybody can give me an insight roll.
Just happy it's not an initiative roll.
It's a little early for an initiative roll.
I
Not
mean,
that we haven't done it before.
You just could have told us, like, you get in initiative.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You've all logged into Foundry. Roll for initiative. What?
Welcome to Ravenloft.
That has happened, yes.
Yeah, not good.
I've had that at the start of LARP games. Not too many tabletop games.
All right. So the barkeep kind of looks over, kind of like takes you all in. Ryzen, you notice he doesn't. He definitely like looks at Okatai, but there's a look on his face when he sees Desi that he kind of quickly masks. But there was a. You wanna say like he definitely he reacted to Desi far more than he reacted to Okatai.
Can I tell what kind of reaction? Was it fear, intimidation, horror, lust, whatever?
Kind of a combination of surprise and horror.
Okay. There's something where she's known here or something, or people think maybe she looks similar to somebody. I don't know.
But
I thought there was. I thought we discussed that last time, that there's... Aren't you being mistaken for somebody?
Well, we found a body of her.
Sorry, Sorry, you said, Chris, a look of surprise and horror?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my corpse double was a little creepy.
Oh yeah, the corpse double with the melting flesh.
Yeah, that was gross.
That's why you stay on the road.
Anyway, why do you mention it? I haven't had sleep in a while.
Yeah, are there beds here? Rooms for rent, barkeep?
Yeah, yes. We have rooms. We have some leftover stew. We have ale. We have wine.
Yeah, I think
That
a
all
meal
sounds
in the
great.
room, meal in the room would be most welcome.
So he
Just
like turns
just
his
tell us how
attention
much
to.
we owe you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just asking. Just tell us how much we owe you.
Room for the night, and let's call it like 8 silver, food included. And you notice the whole time he talks, he does not take his eyes off of Desi.
I make sure to pay him in silver, just to make it clear.
But yeah, he'll ladle out some stew. It's not super tasty, but it is quite warm. Some relatively cheap ale, and give you a key to 2 adjoining rooms.
Pretty impressive that he could do all that and not take his eyes off Desi.
Yeah, like he is deliberately moving to keep her in eyesight.
Okay.
That is kind of the smart thing to do, as a general rule.
As a
He
general
might
rule,
not be
yes,
doing
that's a
it for
good
the right
idea.
reason, but
Yeah.
he's doing it.
Yeah.
I
reason,
I missed my insight roll. I don't notice a goddamn thing.
his rationale might be off, but but it's not a bad idea.
Yep. Yeah. It's a smart move, for sure.
He must
So yeah,
know it.
Desi's just acting the way she normally does, you know?
Yep.
Same swagger and keeping between Caldi and danger as always.
After he serves you, he goes back to just polishing his glasses. You do notice, like, he polishes his glasses and then he starts over again at the start of the glasses and polishes them all again, like just like this repeating, like, rote behavior.
Desi's gonna lean over to Trestius. Dude needs a hobby.
That's trauma, probably.
He's been really? That's a thing?
Trauma?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
I mean, the only thing that broke him out of that is staring at you.
Well, that's creepy.
Yeah, well.
What do you mean he's staring at me?
He was
Desi will
probably-
start staring back at the barkeep.
He was staring at you, and now he isn't after we've conducted our business.
Huh.
Perhaps
Probably
he has a
because,
type.
well, perhaps he does have a type. I mean, you know,
Yeah, maybe.
Did
I think it has
yeah,
something
you
to
think
do with that
maybe
alleged.
the person who had us? Oops, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, I think maybe it has something to do with that alleged double you have here or something. I don't know. Remember,
Yeah.
one of you said something about Desi might have a double here, or a twin, or a mirror universe one.
Maybe the one with your face has been causing trouble.
Maybe.
She's quite dead.
Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe she's dead, and everybody knows she's dead. So they're like, "Who the fuck is this person?"
We killed you last week.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Maybe
That might be a problem.
it could be a problem. Or maybe he just couldn't take his eyes off you because you're the hottest thing he's seen in a while. I don't know, but that's my guess is still the flesh double. Not that I don't think you're cute. You're cute, but I'm still thinking flesh double.
I mean,
Desi
the last person,
gives-
the last. Oops, sorry.
Desi gives Ryzen kind of a "what the fuck are you talking about?" look when he says she's cute.
The last eligible bachelor I saw in town was a Batwoman. So
That's what I'm gonna look around. Are there any other women in this place?
Yeah, one of the bar patrons is female.
Oh, okay.
Because there
I'm not the
was
only one.
2 people at one table and a single person at the other table. So one of those 3 is a woman?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
maybe you can't tell, but I can tell.
What? I can tell. I can spot a woman most of the time, probably.
if the sun is right,
If the sun
mean-
is right.
I'm pretty sure half the time I get mistaken. Of course,
I mean,
half the time I'm in plate armor swinging a sword as big as
True.
the person I'm aiming at. So, yeah.
Question is
It's
if you get offended or not. Excuse me,
I
sir.
don't give a
Excuse me.
men
You
and
could be
women
like, I
smell
am
different. So
I am a beautiful, delicate flower. Damn it!
Yeah, that's the word I'd use.
Delicate,
Delicate.
flower.
Flower.
Yep.
I mean,
Totally.
men and women smell different. That's not hard.
Sure.
Now I'm trying to think of a delicate flower nickname for you.
My sword is as long as you are tall. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I mean, his hammer is also as long as he's tall.
That's true.
I mean, that's true too.
The kneecap.
That's fair. During this whole conversation, Chris, I've been keeping an eye on the bartender. Just to see if he's still going through the motions of wiping his glasses clean, or if he's watching us.
Oh, he's not going through the motions. He's polishing his glasses. He's doing a very thorough job. But once he gets to the last one, he repeats it. But he definitely has his eyes on you.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit creeped out, guys.
Well, there's 2 options here. We
So I
either
can
not mention it and go to a room, or we just ask him directly what the fuck is happening.
I would rather just ask him directly. I mean,
that might be
there's-
safer.
There's 4 people other than us here. If anything happens, I'm pretty sure we can take them.
Oh yeah. Might be safer to know and disprove whatever theory he got in his mind before he rally an
Mhm.
angry mob. We had a angry
Mhm.
mob problem in the past.
I would rather deal with it while I'm awake than have something sharp wake me up in the middle of the whatever time it is.
Perhaps Ryson should go speak with him. You can be abrasive.
No, really? Me?
I'm sure this
Abrasive?
is not a surprise.
I'm shocked. Shocked and appalled,
What do you want me to talk to? The barkeep?
apparently.
Just
Apparently,
What? Ask
you're,
him?
you're the one who should ask why he keeps staring.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it might be the risen way, or the busy way. So,
I mean-
with a joke or with a minute or with a menace. Menace.
Of the 4 of us, really,
Yeah.
Ryzen's the least intimidating.
Until he decides to be.
Wow. Wait. Caldy is more intimidating than me? Fuck that
Hey.
bullshit.
I
He
mean,
said the 4 of
maybe
us.
not
If
right
she
now.
wasn't counting Coley.
he's
He's sleeping under the table.
yeah, I was gonna say he's curled up under
He's
the table
already
asleep.
drunk.
He's not doing anything. Of the 4 of us who are conscious,
Okay, yes.
Mostly.
Amongst the 4 of us, yes, I will agree.
yes. There you go.
I just remember Risen screaming from a bush where nobody could see him, and 4 bandits shitting their pants. So that's why I wanted to put
I mean, that was kind of funny.
an asterisk to that.
Do try to get his name right. In case Desi kills him, I could stick with it like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
It really depends on why he's staring over here, I think. It is getting a little weird, though. I'm not used to people looking at me this much if I haven't gotten
Charge
splattered
them with a
blood
weapon
already.
screaming murder.
Yeah. Like, I haven't drawn a weapon yet. Why are you staring at me? If I'd drawn a
Sure.
weapon, I'd understand. You should keep an eye on me if
Yeah.
I've got a weapon in my hand. But I
Sure.
got a spoon, for fuck's sake, eating stew.
It's not even very good stew.
No, it's not.
Eh.
No.
Leftovers.
Ryzen is also the best cook in the room, in addition to being the least intimidating. There you go. There's your
There you
compliment.
go. Whoa, thank you.
That's as good as it's getting.
That's as good as it gets.
Because I'm abrasive, in addition to being a delicate flower.
You are an abrasive yet delicate flower. I'm trying to think what kind of flower petals are actually abrasive to the touch, but I'll have to think about that one. And then I'll have to write a poem and compare you to it.
God. That's a terrible, terrible thought.
Would
Yeah,
you like
go
to
for
speak
it.
to the
Marinate as you try to
bartender, or
sleep
should
tonight.
I?
All right, I'm going to go over to the
go.
barkeep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to order another round of drinks.
He'll like stop polishing the glasses just long enough to basically get them for you and take your money.
All right. Hey, what's your name?
Eric.
Hey, Eric. I'm Ryzen, if you care. So I got a question for you. You were like checking us all up and down on the way in, maybe because you haven't seen us around the village before. Understandable. But your gaze seemed to fixate on our rather large, hulking lady friend. May I ask why?
She disappeared 2 weeks ago.
Sorry?
She disappeared 2 weeks ago.
He did?
She did.
Okay, and?
It's no secret that the devil himself has an interest in her. She disappears and now she's back. That is an evil sign if ever there was one.
So you think because... Okay, were there rumors about what happened to her when she disappeared?
Some say the devil himself came and took her. Others say she went into the woods and took her own life to keep the devil at bay. All I know is she should not be walking around.
Sorry, took her life to save others?
To keep the devil away.
Or what was the other rumor?
That the devil himself took her.
Well, but if the devil took her, why would he release her?
Why indeed? And he gives Desi like a look of like, there's something not right with that girl.
Yeah, well, between you and me, you're not wrong about
He's
that
not
last
wrong.
part, but
No,
you're not
buddy.
wrong about that part. I think you're wrong about your rationale, but you're definitely not wrong. You don't want to cross her.
I will let you stay the night, but you must leave in the morning.
Okay. We'll revisit this tomorrow. And I give him the finger guns and I take the ales and go back. Oh,
Okay.
while this is all happening, I want to see if the other 3 people are paying any attention to us.
Give me an insight roll.
Insights. Do. Right. Yeah.
They're like really drunk and solidly passed out.
Oh, okay.
Though with 2 6s, you do, however, notice that as you're talking to this barkeep, like one of the little like rats in the bar, it's kind of poked its head around and is watching you. And then it scurries away just as you notice it. But it was one of the rats was deliberately watching you.
And what did it do?
It watched you and then it scurried away as soon as you kind of looked in its direction.
Where did it scurry to?
Back through the little rat hole into the underburrows of the tavern.
Okay. All right. Okay. I go back to our table or wherever we're meeting with the booze. Okay. So Eric, that's his name, Eric. He is a barrel of laughs. We should all take him out drinking and partying sometime.
Seems unlikely.
Sorry?
That seems unlikely.
One day I will make Trustius laugh with humor, but not today, I guess. Anywho, so what Eric said is that Bizarro Desi, Mirror Universe Desi, Desi Prime, other Desi, disappeared about 2 weeks ago into the woods. Oh, I didn't ask him where. Can ask him later, maybe. But anyways, she disappeared into the woods about 2 weeks ago, and depending on the rumor, she either went into the woods to take her own life to, quote, keep the devil away, or she was abducted off the road into the woods by the devil herself. The devil himself. So those are the 2 theories. And the fact that, quote unquote, Village Desi is now, quote unquote, back means it's an omen of evil. So that's why the bartender is a little freaked out to see Desi. Also, he's only willing to put us up for one night. He wants us gone tomorrow. The other interesting thing is I just saw a rat that I could tell was watching us, but as soon as it realized that I was watching it, it scurried into the hole in the wall, and I point where. So someone, maybe it's the S guy or somebody else, is either watching us in general through rats, maybe, or maybe just watching locations, just seeing who's coming and going. I don't know.
Yeah, from what we know,
And I bought more booze.
Oh, excellent.
The devil
Good
know
stuff.
we are here. So, no surprises. Spies are looking at us.
Oh,
So
yeah, those
it's
other
just
3
the bartender's
patrons are
just being weird because he
totally
thinks
drunk. If we
Desi is
wanted to, we could
Desi.
prank them. Sorry, go ahead.
I said the bartender is just looking at us weird because he thinks Desi is Deadzy.
Now, in this case, he thinks Desi is like a omen portent of evil. And I said, you are not far off, but your rationale for it is wrong.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes.
I am a little apprehensive about touching Brieth around here.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's an interesting thing. I wonder if we still have our. Are we still in touch with the elf souls?
It's less about that and more about if she reacts the way she usually reacts to things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
You-
might be dead Z a little sooner than I'd like, and not entirely aware at the time. So
Yeah, like S guy
yeah.
could say, "I am the law," and automatically it's like, "Whoa, whoa,
Mhm.
whoa." Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then I'm on his side, so that would be
Yeah.
bad. Uh, yeah, that really sucks, because would appreciate getting her insight on this place, but that is not going to happen.
Hey, Chris, can you refresh my memory on something?
Yep.
When we went to that house and that lady mentioned the daughter disappearing,
Yes.
does the description of the daughter even remotely match Desi?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure. Oh, yeah, I guess if it was, she would have reacted differently. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I need sleep. I don't know about you guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, I need the ale too, but I do need sleep.
Okay, so we got 2 rooms. Should we bother doing watches?
I would prefer it. Yep.
Okay. All good.
Given
I was gonna.
given the weird look, I would
No, I totally
prefer
agree.
to have
I
someone
wanted to be
watching my
sure that
back.
we're all on the same page on that front.
I would prefer not to be in 2 rooms, but
We'll have to do like 2 shifts of sleep if we do that.
I mean, to be clear, he gave you 2 rooms. He doesn't care how you divvy them up.
Oh, that's true.
They are adjoining rooms. Perhaps there's
leave
a
the
door
door
between
open.
them.
Here's hoping.
I'll just take the door off its hinges.
Yeah, that would work if they're adjoining rooms. I mean, I've got an axe. Theoretically, we could make them adjoining rooms. But I don't think he'd appreciate it if we did.
Yeah.
Well,
That
that's
might
fine.
give me more than just a look. Yeah, let's go look.
So yeah, the rooms, I mean, they're fairly standard in rooms. They are adjoining. There is like a door in between them. You can prop it open or take it off the hinges easy enough. It's on the rooms are on the second story, second floor. So, but it is private. You guys are apparently the only folks here.
Off the hinges, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then we're going to put something heavy in front of one of the doors.
Okay.
Probably a door.
A door would probably be a good bet.
Door in front of the door.
Just lean it up sideways. It'll be like tipping a chair under the handle. Only it'll be another door under the door.
I can move a bed in front of the door, so if somebody entered through the door, I'll wake up.
That, yeah.
So yeah, so there's the montage scene of people moving furniture in front of doors and all of that.
Locking windows, yeah, the whole 9, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for holes that a rat or a mouse could get through.
Yeah, there are definitely mouse holes.
Plug those.
Shocking. We'll get Culdy to start bringing up corks out of his magic bag.
I mean, those are expensive corks at 1 willpower each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
One
true.
roll the cork.
Yeah. That's rough.
So, you guys are going to sleep?
Yeah, Culdy's keeping watch.
Yeah.
Caldy's keeping watch?
That's what he gets for not being here, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's nighttime too, so it keeps us on schedule,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And nighttime's stretching it a bit. It is like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, he got his nap under the table downstairs.
That's true.
Well, we were drinking ale.
And he'll be
So-
able to sleep during the day while you guys are doing whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah,
So
that's the rationale.
everybody finally beds down. Desi,
Oh no. Yeah.
so while you're asleep and having not so pleasant dreams, in your dreams you see the castle, the castle that sits on the hill overlooking this village. And standing on the balcony is this very tall, very regal-looking man with pale skin, slick-back hair, red eyes. And he looks at you. He says, "Tatiana, I have searched for you for centuries. We have been torn apart time and again, but now you have returned." And just kind of like very quickly, there's like a zoom in, and you feel like you're standing on the balcony with him. He kind of like wraps his arms around you in this embrace, and his strength is phenomenal. And he kind of leans in and says, "You will be mine again." And then you wake up in a cold sweat.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, Desi kind of stumbles to her feet out of a dead sleep. Kind of breathing a bit unsteady.
Desi, since you're awake, Cully's probably kind of sort of paying attention. He's like, what's wrong? What's up? But you kind of look, and just very briefly, you see that man standing outside your window.
She takes 2 staggered steps back
And he just kind of,
and then reaches for her axe.
and he just kind of dissolves into smoke.
Nope, not good. Not good at all. Not good.
The rest of you have a relatively pleasant evening.
Fucking snoring.
I was thinking, how does a wolf snore?
Desi will pick up her axe and sleep, or try to go back to sleep, curled up with it as far away from the window as she can get.
Finally, morning comes. Desi, you actually do get back to sleep, and you feel safe.
Okay.
That axe is starting to get powers, dude. Good night, axe.
Whatever evils may have befallen this land, you feel safe. But other than that, morning arrives. Everybody wakes up. You do notice when you look out that even though you know it's morning by the tolling of the bells, it's still very, very, very overcast.
We good for a respite?
Yes, everybody can hit the rest button.
I'm gonna spend some XP.
All right.
Oh no, that's a skill I need to train for. Oh, I'll need to take a quarterly training, actually. I want to raise the master of the hunt.
Nobody has to worry about food and water because staying in an inn where meals are included. And you guys, you can tell, like, even though it's still overcast, there are signs of life in the village. There are people moving around, going about their business. It's not like a bustling village by any stretch of the imagination, but there are more than just like the 5 people you've seen.
Shop for a map. I assume that's the first thing we need to do.
I think Desi's muted.
We do need one, yeah. How did you guys? Maybe.
Yeah.
How do we what?
How did you guys sleep?
With our eyes closed.
Ha ha.
I was fine.
Well,
Why?
The bed was better than nothing,
Yeah,
but yeah.
better than the ground.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody had any weird dreams or anything.
Not last
No.
night.
I chose not to sleep with the hourglass. Not sure how our first conversation will go, so taking it easy.
Hmm.
Why? What'd you dream about?
Did
Is
you get the
brilliant.
Mara again?
What?
Did you get the Mara again? I'm checking Desi, see if she's bleeding from the chest.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so the thing that were trying to kill us, that we used the portal to try to kill, that got us here. I'm still worried about that.
Oh, no, not that kind of dream.
What?
I dreamt of a man.
Ooh.
Ha ha. Don't make me hit you for breakfast. No, he, Ryzen, I want you to ask the barkeep what the other woman's name was. And I'm going to tell everyone else the name that I think it's going to be. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see if they match.
So you want me to ask Eric the name of the missing woman that came back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
please. And then once Ryzen's over by the bar, Desi will lean over and say, the man called me Tatiana.
Oh, okay.
We would just have taken its place.
But that's after Ryzen's already at the bar to talk to the barkeep.
So we
Likely
can
the name
match.
of the clone.
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
But
I'll
he
go
thought
see if I can rustle us up some breakfast.
we had been apart for centuries, though, so that doesn't seem very likely.
So guys, down at the bar, the inn is significantly busier than it was at like 3 o'clock in the morning. The smell of like fried meats and spiced potatoes and everything. It's definitely it's somber from what you're used to in a tavern, but is much more lively than it was last night. People are getting ready to go on with their day, as it were. Even the bartender seems more animated.
Is it Eric or is it a new guy?
No, it's Eric.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the bar. It's like, what can I get for you?
Breakfast. Breakfast for 5.
Oh, absolutely, we can do that.
Cool. Hey, Eric, I got a question for you.
Sure. Oh, how do you know my name? Oh, you've probably heard of me. That's fine.
From last night?
Last night?
Yeah.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
But breakfast is 5 we can do.
Sure, breakfast for 5. Got a question for you.
Oh, certainly.
So I've heard. Okay, I don't know if this is a touchy subject around here, but I heard rumors about a woman who disappeared off the road or something, either kidnapped or willingly went into the woods. Do you know anything about that story?
Oh, you mean Irina?
Irina?
Yes, the mayor's adopted daughter. Tragic, really.
Has she been seen since?
No. And he kind of like leans over very like conspiratorially and says like, they say that she attracted the attention of the devil, and she went to be with him, but she seems like she was always nice to me, so I don't know.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And I will start taking the food upstairs.
Okay.
Oh, when he says he doesn't remember, does he look like somebody who sort of had like a blank look on his face? Like, someone might have charmed him or, fucked with his brain with magic?
You're insightful enough to know that he's not lying when he says that he doesn't remember.
Okay. Okie doke. Cool. All right. I will go back upstairs.
Okay. So yeah, after like 5-6 minutes, Ryzen comes back up with some plates of food.
Yay, breakfast.
So, this place is weirder and weirder. So first of all, really busy right now too. Somber but busy. More people than last night, but people ordering food and stuff. So, but here's the two interesting things. One, he said the woman who disappeared, allegedly her name is Irina, the mayor's daughter. So not Tatiana. At least that's not the name I've been given. I was given. The other thing is Eric. And it's Eric behind the bar, unless Eric's got doppelgangers or something. Eric doesn't seem to remember meeting us, seeing us, or me last night because he wondered how I knew his name. And I don't think he was lying. So unless he's been fucked over with magic, or I don't know what else is going on, but he doesn't seem to remember us. So that means we might go through this whole charade when you go back downstairs. He might not remember seeing you last night.
Desi looks over at Trustius. Trauma?
I didn't sense any magic.
Well, I don't think he was lying when he said he didn't remember me. So magic's not really my thing, so I don't know what's going on.
Do you guys feel odd this morning?
No more so than usual.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, this place makes me feel strange, but I don't know if it's related to sleeping.
Why?
What did the man in your dream tell you?
We'll be together again. No, I just feel weirdly safe. And
that
that's
guy might be.
not a feeling I should associate with this place, I don't think.
I would have expected anything you told me except safe.
Right? Like that's not. If I feel safe, it's because I'm the reason, usually.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
not.
I'm sorry,
it's
you
from
feel
me.
sorry, you felt safe in the dream, or you feel safe now?
No, when I woke up. Now.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, okay.
and that just doesn't seem right compared to yesterday.
Well, we are stuck in a realm that we cannot leave, ruled over by an undead creature of some sort. I assure you, you're not safe.
No, I mean, that'd be a reason for you to feel safe, maybe.
I just have a
But
feeling that this guy is harassing every woman that looks a bit like his ex.
I mean, maybe.
If the girl in the ditch killed herself because she didn't want to be with him, and he's just looking at a third woman that looks a bit like that, feels a bit wrong.
Maybe. Yeah,
Don't know.
it's just I'm not used to feeling like this for external reasons. I don't know if that made sense. Not that I
No,
don't feel
but
safe with you guys, but you know, I don't rely on other people to feel safe. That's just not gonna happen.
I mean, if he's the master of whatever plane we're in, and he took a liking to you, that might be I won't put, like, you will not be in danger here or whatever kind of bullshit he
I
might be
don't know
weaving.
what this guy looks like.
Aye.
I mean, I'm guessing it was him because there was a balcony and he, I don't know, seemed lordy and mentioned that we'd been torn apart for centuries And, I mean, if he's the undead ruler of this place, then that would kind of follow. He said I'd be his again. So that's definitely not going to happen.
That's not creepy at all.
See, that's what I mean. After a dream like that, oh, and when I woke up, middle of the night-ish. Middle of the morning? Whatever. It was still dark out. Not that it's not dark out now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I thought for sure for a second that I saw him outside the window. And we're up. I'm gonna walk over and look out the window, Chris.
All right.
Is there a roof right under our window, or are we on the flat wall
Oh no, you
between
can.
us and the ground?
Yeah, you can look down and you can see like the 20-ish feet to the ground below you.
Yeah. Yeah. So there should not have been a face at the window. I should not have seen anybody unless he's 20 feet tall. I mean, the fuck do I know? He didn't look 20 feet tall in the dream, but maybe he is. I don't know.
He has very long calls.
Maybe he floats. Maybe he's just really good at climbing. I don't know. But should not have seen a face in the window. And that's why I slept curled up around the axe for the rest of the night, and why I'm kind of surprised I didn't accidentally hurt myself in my sleep. But yeah, that was
We'll make
my
it.
night. What'd you dream about?
Well, I was fleeing from a giant wheel of cheese down a mountain, but I think it's just one of my normal dreams.
That's a normal dream?
In the sense that most of my dreams don't make sense.
Okay.
They're not
Okay.
important of anything. It's just
Get a whiff of somebody's feet in the night and suddenly being chased by cheese. Okay.
yeah, like
I
took
could
a
see
whiff
that.
of something smelling like cheese, and then I was terrified of cheese for some reason. And in my brain, things
I mean,
yeah.
there have been some nights in the tent. Yeah, I could see
I mean,
that.
I had dreams
Yeah.
where I found a tree made of bacon once, but didn't happen yet. So
Nope, not even gonna ask.
the bacon was the bark.
Sure.
But now that I think about it, that would be pretty horrifying to find in the wild. Because of the consequences. But I believe yours might be more significant than mine. Gotta keep an eye out for that guy. He might
I
be
don't.
making life difficult for anyone who looks a bit like you.
Well, I mean, when we go back downstairs, we'll see if Eric freaks out when he sees me. Or if everybody else starts pointing and screaming.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, I don't think I can stomach any more of this bread. It's a bit gritty. It's not quite as good as Horizons. And there's your second compliment in 2 days.
I mean,
So,
My
it's
head's
probably
gonna get
because
big.
their bread is made
I
half
know.
of wood shaving.
A little bit. I mean, some wood tastes okay. But not this.
You're stalling, Dizzy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, probably am. That's what happens when I dream about strange men groping me in the middle of the night.
Yeah, we're gonna need to be to be careful with the fight creep. And
I
remind me to not call him that when we meet him.
When we
I'm
meet
just
him,
gonna
I intend to kill him.
Yeah. Just
good.
until we declare hostilities, anything I would tell him would probably start hostilities.
I would like to make clear right now, I have no intention of sleeping alone the entire time we're here. If I suddenly start saying, "Oh, I want my own room. I'm going to sleep alone." No. No.
Fuck
No.
that.
Knock me out. Put one
Yeah,
of Culdy's sleeping furs over my head and just don't
I'll
let me up.
I'll clonk you.
Thank you.
Do I have your consent to use magic, if necessary?
Against me or against somebody else? Because against somebody else, I don't give a shit.
To
I
prevent you from
prefer.
sleeping alone.
Uh, what magic do you do that would do that? I mean, I've seen a lot of what you can do. I'd rather not sleep beside a corpse if that's what you're asking. I've done it before, but it's not my favorite thing in the world for sure.
You're so
I'd rather
strong.
you I'd rather you didn't light me on fire.
I can convince you to do what I
Oh,
wish.
that would be fine. Um yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. Comparatively. Yeah, definitely okay with it.
Good. Now let's go downstairs, or I'll use my
Alright.
magic to convince you to do so.
Yeah. Just don't like people staring at me like that. It's weird. Okay. I pack up the rest of my stuff. And oh, we should put the door back on. Unless we're planning to stay here another night.
He told us he didn't want us to hear.
Yeah,
Not
but
that he
now
remembers it.
apparently he does exactly. He doesn't remember it. So
I feel like the night has a terrible effect on people here. Like they're not the same at night.
oh, it
Not just
definitely has.
I
Yeah.
fear that we'll not have any answers to any of these questions unless we leave this room,
Oh yeah.
which I am soon going to light on fire if we do not walk downstairs.
Yep. Do we need anything else from this place, or do we just go to the general store?
It's fair. Yep, let's leave, go to the general store.
Ugh.
We'll
Thank you.
apologize for the door and offer to pay him extra to put it back on
One
himself.
single salad. Let us sleep.
So when you guys make your way downstairs, people do notice you, but they notice you in the same sort of way that people would like notice anybody coming into the breakfast area of like a hotel or whatever.
Mhm.
They don't seem to pay any undue attention to any of you.
Interesting.
I'm mostly concerned about Eric's reaction, if Eric even notices.
No, and he's not polishing the glasses, but he is doing like kind of busy work and occasionally taking the order and stuff. But he's not stuck in that same kind of rote routine that he was last night. Like everything about the inn this morning, by the, you know, not quite harsh light of day, uh, seems normal.
Well, we'll learn more if we return this evening. Perhaps he's programmed to behave a certain fashion. Which is interesting. Never thought of that. It is possible. Should any of you want programming?
So maybe it's
No thanks.
maybe it's a nighttime thing because of the undead, so that they can go about doing their thing without being noticed.
I did notice that there weren't monsters last evening. Well, the villagers claim that monsters do come in the night. So perhaps that is false.
You guys
Regardless, let's get a map.
so the general store, Beldrath's Mercantile, is almost across the street from the inn. It's there's a sign over it. The door creaks on the hinges. There's this middle-aged blonde gentleman kind of working the counter. There's an extremely large, well-muscled guy, kind of like the stock boy. Like he's the sort of muscular, like, you walk into the store and they're like, there's the shopkeeper, and like, oh look, there's like a bigger version of Dave Bautista as the shopkeeper. The guy at the counter kind of puts on a smile. He's like, oh, welcome, travelers.
Hello, my good sir.
I am Bildrath, purveyor of fine goods. And less fine goods, to be honest, but the price is right.
We need a few things to restock. I'm sure your goods will be fine enough.
Excellent. What do you need? I am, just to be upfront and totally above board with travelers, I am out of silver, silver arrows, silver daggers, silver swords.
We've got enough. We're good.
Oh, excellent.
Is there a forge in town?
Oh, no.
I could have used some of my coin to make some arrow point. They're in need around here.
Oh, no. No. The blacksmith closed up shop, a couple of months ago now. Said that he was off to visit his sister in the big town of Kresk. Wish him all the best, though. But we do have other provisions, so whatever it is you need.
Just a question for Chris. Did the Vistani give us a map, or are we still out of the map for the region before asking?
They told you that you could probably find a map here because they don't use maps.
Okay. I remember something talking about them about maps, but didn't remember the outcome. Yeah. First thing we would need would be a map of the region.
Oh, a map. Oh, I have a map, of course.
I'm also looking for rope.
Rope I have as well. Plenty of rope. Do you need shackles?
Not yet.
Maybe.
Do we need shackle? We want shackle?
Maybe.
I mean, what we've seen around here. And I would also need more parchment, paper, and ink.
Okay. Let's see. Parchment and ink. And he's like pulling things out on the table.
We were fine arrow-wise. Restus?
I believe so, yes. Know if the blacksmith shop is still in one piece.
Oh, I don't
Wouldn't
believe so.
mind.
I mean, you're welcome too. It's just down the block, but I imagine he would have taken anything of import with him.
if he left the anvil and the art, it might be enough.
Oh, of course. I don't think you'd be able to travel with those. Let's see. He pulls out like a coil of rope and some ink and quill.
Can always buy you a hammer if those two aren't still there.
It's like, and then reaches in and grabs like a map scroll. It's like, that'll be 90 silver. And he drops the fake smile and looks you dead in the face when he says 90 silver for rope, ink, parchment, and a map.
How much is the map?
The map, 40 silver.
It's an expensive map.
Unfortunately, he kind of pretends to look him down, It's like, seems to be the only one selling them.
That's not very gracious of you.
Gracious doesn't pay the bills.
Well, bad timing for Colby to be sleeping, eh?
How about we just get the map?
Yeah.
We can make do with the rope we've got. Or have Caldi acquire some.
Illinois has some, yes.
Well, that'll be 40 pieces of silver.
I'll bring out 4 gold coins.
Okay. It is a pleasure to do business with people who understand the value of things.
Yes. Well, if we're defending your town sometime in the future, rest assured we'll come here last.
I am willing to accept that risk.
As long as we understand each other.
He'll kind of carefully put the gold away, pass you the map.
Hey, do you know a woman named Irina?
Oh, of course, everybody knows Irina. She's the daughter of the mayor. Tragic thing.
Do we look at all alike?
No, can't say you do.
Good.
You can make an insight roll.
Little fucker lied to me. I wouldn't know.
Well, maybe you would.
Oh, well. Apparently I'm hyper aware this morning.
Oh yeah, he is lying through his teeth.
Mm-hmm. Right. Where does the mayor live?
The mayor's house? Just right over there.
Is he pointing the house where the woman spoke to us through the door?
No.
No, her daughter's name was Chris something.
Gertruda.
Gertruda.
Because I
that
saw the
was it.
Batwoman fly off, and I saw the one dead on the side of the road, and that's a lot of women.
Yeah, there's the mayor's house is at the end of the street.
Oh,
Okay, Ty, can we afford horses or a
sorry.
wagon?
Not at these prices.
I don't think we're going to buy it here.
Well, a wagon would run you 30 gold.
For a wagon.
Mm. And then, of course, you need 2 horses. So that'd be 20 gold each. But
I'm
I mean,
gonna.
if you've got the sort of money to throw like 4 gold on a map, I mean, surely you can afford a wagon and horses.
I can afford to put 4 gold on the map because I don't want to take other option while we interact politely. And I'm trying to be a good friend.
We appreciate your business.
Keep it at that. I'll tame us more deer if we need a wagon, and I'll build it from whatever scraps around here.
Desi's kind of frowning as she leaves. And she just waits outside.
She's going to want to talk to the mayor.
Do you want us to check the smith to see if it would be good enough for us to make something out of silver?
And perhaps if we come back, it would take time to make arrows.
Yeah. Just in case we need it. I have a few silver left.
I see on the map there is an abbey. It appears to be near mountains. A long way
And we needed
west.
to check. Oh, yeah. We could check the church here.
All right.
Oh, the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Well, mountain abbey matches the
Oh yeah,
prophecy.
makes sense.
And there's a lot of road between here and there, so we may run across some of the others of the way. That seems to be
Yeah.
the most clear, though.
Yes.
I would propose that we make haste and find the ally first.
Yes.
And being further from the castle would likely be prudent. Though I'm not sure it matters.
Well, it's the only one we have a clear direction. And we can look for the pool blessed by light of the white sun, whatever that means. There's a place called Barrack Pool. Might be.
It's on the way to the abbey.
Yep. The only place that is called there's a seer pool too. Can ask around while we travel.
And if we're lucky, the ally will have some information.
Yeah, and we need to go through the seer pool anyway. close by. At least.
It's a ways off the road, though.
Do you think the dotted line through the encampment is a road?
I think we'll know better when we get there. It is marked as a crossroads, so.
Yeah.
But the sooner we're on our way, the better I would feel.
The Amber Giant thing for the weapon. There's a place called the Amber Temple. I feel like it's probably the place we're looking for. But the Abbey would be before that. So let's make way to the Abbey. We'll see where it goes. Do we want us to
Alright.
stop at the mayor and church in town before we go?
I do not, but Desi might.
Do you have any preferences?
I'm not interested in solving a mystery. I'm simply interested in determining a way to kill this thing so we can leave.
Yeah. I'm just looking for anything that might help us. But I don't know if we can learn anything at that mayor's house that will help us.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Desi's waiting outside for everybody else.
Oh, I thought we were having that conversation outside. I'm gonna leave the merchant then and go back to Desi.
Yep.
So yes. So are you guys going anyplace else in the village, or are you striking out for the Abbey?
Bad vibe with the merchant, Desi?
Yeah, I don't appreciate him lying to me. It was either that or punch him in the face, so I figured I should probably come outside.
Yeah. He was bullshitting on the price of everything too, but I'm not good at negotiation, and I really
I don't.
wanted that fucking map.
I don't spend enough on anything to care about the money.
Yeah, that's why I paid the man.
But when I
So
asked if I looked like this Irina person, he just flat out lied to me, so fuck him. You're right, Trustius. If we are protecting this place, his is the last stop. For sure.
oh yeah,
I don't
come back.
lie.
Oh, I know.
If we come back
That's a good
here,
thing.
I'll make sure to find my money back.
Mm.
Not because I need it, but because I'm spiteful.
So, the mayor's place is down that way.
Yeah, if you want, we can make a stop there, and then we would go to the Abbey, check the map a bit, and we're gonna pass to next to pool. And the information we had talked about a pool of light, so maybe one of them is the pool of light. And the Abbey would have the person that could be our ally, and I assume that the Amber Temple down after the Abbey could be where we find the weapon. So let's check the mayor's place, and then I would start moving toward there.
Yep. Because I'd rather not turn out however Irina did, wherever she is. Unless she's the one on the road. We'll see.
And we'll see in the mayor's face how much she looks like her.
Yeah, I'm,
Right. So you guys are making your way down to the mayor's place.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure.
Sounds like it.
I'm debating if I should put the other helm on. so he can't see my face.
That would defeat the purpose of going, wouldn't it?
I mean, kinda. It's just a little creepy. But yeah, I have a couple of questions.
So yeah, as you make your way to the mansion, the mansion it's at the end of the road. It's behind like this rusting iron fence. The first thing you notice that the iron gates are twisted and torn. The right side is like the right hand gate has basically been like thrown off to the side. The left one is just kind of swinging lazily. There's weeds choking the ground. The the growth, several Okatite, several weeks worth of growth around the manor, but it's been like tramped down to create a pathway kind of around it. And just from like the outside, you can see like there's these like black marks on the walls. Obviously, that there's been a fire of some nature on the outside. There's no glass in any of the windows. In fact, all of the windows are boarded up with planks, and each one is marked with a stained symbol.
Does the symbol evoke anything?
Let's call a lore roll.
Laurel. Excuse me.
I can't make that roll unless I have the lore skill, right?
No, you can make it.
I'm not pushing. I'm already maxed out to willpower. Excuse me.
I'll push because I'm not. Oh, look. I'm dumber than usual. What a shock.
Okatai and Trustius, fittingly, you recognize those. Those are you've probably seen similar symbols when Kaldi does his magic. Those are like protective symbols, protective runes, wards, whatever you want to call them, but they are symbols of protection. And they're basically they are painted on the boarded up windows. They painted so they're facing outwards, obviously, because you guys can see them. And it's every window in the mansion.
Successive.
They seem like they have lots of problems here, more than the rest of town. They had to put protection symbol on the windows.
Or
Yeah,
something
this is
terrible
a
happened here.
bit of a shithole for a mayor, don't you think?
I mean, if the devil chose his daughter as a target and keeps sending troops to fuck with him, that might look like that.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's true too.
Oh. Is there any claw mark anywhere on the building?
Oh yes.
I might not be the best to knock that. I'll keep that silver in sight.
You think I should knock? I
Yeah.
think that might go over a bit weird, but I mean, if he freaks out in a bad way, I'm the best person to stand there and take it. So,
Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
when the necromancer is a better option to open discussion. But if Resin is up for it, you could knock. The first impression is better than me
Well,
or Desi.
sure, I can knock, but what's our excuse for coming here in the first place?
he's the mayor.
Uh-huh.
What other excuse do we need?
Okay.
We're strangers in a strange land.
Okay.
And
We're
I want to
passing
know
through
if I
town.
look
We
like his
already was the
daughter.
mayor. Need some advice. And
We heard his daughter was taken by something, and
Yeah.
we're looking to help.
That works. All right. I will go
I'll
up and knock. Sorry.
I'll go up with him, but I'm
Ooh.
going to stand off to one side of the door with my back against the wall so that I'm not readily visible.
So Rising, you go up to the, kind of knock the door, and as you knock, the door swings open slightly, like it was not locked nor even latched. It just kind of like swings open just a little bit, just from the force of your knock. And you catch this. Okatai catches the smell of like a floral scent and decay.
Floral?
Floral,
yeah,
Hmm.
smells like flower and death inside there.
death and potpourri.
Ooh.
Like it smells like death and
Smells like
somebody
I
trying to
was going to
cover
say,
it.
so kind of like a funeral home.
smells like home.
Yeah.
I miss my
Death and-
tower.
I mean,
Ew.
death and flowers. That sounds very necromancer elf. Well, and did we hear any movement when the door opened after the knock?
None.
I mean, we might as well go check.
Yep.
Well, perhaps there's 100 gold in here to buy a couple of horses.
Ooh.
So inside the house, the interior it's very well furnished, but the furniture definitely shows signs of wear. But what's noticeable, aside from the boarded up windows everywhere, is all of the rooms that you kind of peek your heads in have holy symbols of some nature in them. And in the side drawing room on the main floor, basically kind of like the left wing off the main floor, there is a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers.
Game that I can't really talk right now.
Coffin.
A very simple wooden coffin.
I got an appointment in the morning, so
With flower around it.
I'm going to start doing physiotherapy for my hip. But that appointment's at
Okay.
Oh,
Well, we'll start there.
You don't think we should yell out and see if anyone's here?
oh yeah. I'm not subtle when I get in. Like if anybody
Yeah.
is home, they should come.
Uh-huh.
Hello there. Don't want to intrude, but your door is open.
Hold on.
There is no response.
Might want to mute.
Okay, I'm going to do this now for you because I don't even know what this is.
You might need to mute him, Chris.
I did. Can you guys still hear him?
Oh, yeah.
One sec here. There we
There
go.
There you go. Hmm.
We'll edit that in post. We're laughing because we're not going to do that.
I mean, I could do that. It's not hard, but that would mean Chris would have to send me the file, etc. and so on.
Yeah, I'm already tired.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, Desi's gonna call out and knock on the wall. Hello?
There's no answer.
I'm going to go check that coffin.
Yeah, it's a very simple, definitely handmade wooden coffin. And I mean the lid is closed, but you can like the wilting flowers that are around it definitely account for the floral smell and the fact that it's not like a hermetically sealed thing. Accounts for the smell of decay.
The wilting flower would indicate that this has been here for a few days.
You would guess probably about 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay. Yeah, that coffin was left here for gone. At least 2 weeks. Whoever's in there might not be pretty.
You guys also notice in the sitting room there is like a portrait of a woman that has a striking resemblance to Desi.
But does she look like the woman on the road? Or I guess slightly off the road.
Well, she looks like you, and the woman slightly off the road looked like you, so.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they look like each other. Depends on how they look like me and how much they look like me.
Did you ever want a portrait of yourself?
Not particularly, no. Why would I
Yeah.
want a portrait of myself?
If we found if we
I
found
don't
the
want to look
body
at
on the
myself.
we found the body of the lady on the side of the road, it looked a bit like you. I wonder who's in that one.
Oh, that's why you were asking about wanting a portrait. That's just weird.
I mean, we'll have to look into it. I don't know if you want to see yourself in decay after 2 weeks.
I mean, I'm not gonna see it when it eventually happens. But no, I've seen enough bodies after they've been dead for 2 weeks. I don't need to. I'll look around and see if I can find the mayor.
Just gonna check on it to see if it's another Desi.
The body in the coffin?
Yep.
So yeah, when you open up the coffin, no, it's a male. Looks like he's been dead 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. It's definitely been placed properly in the coffin, like dressed in finery. You know, hands folded across the chest, a rose with the hands. Like, definitely placed lovingly in this coffin.
Yeah, they were preparing
Does
to
it look
bury
like
him. I
the
don't know
mayor's
if he never
description?
did.
You know, give or take 2 weeks of decomposition, but yeah. He's got like his little medallion of mayorship.
Perhaps they forgot about him when the sun went down. Looks like a funeral that didn't get completed.
Maybe the people that wanted to bury him died.
Perhaps.
Or maybe they're waiting for something to do it.
Did we get the mayor's name?
Don't think we did.
It's not hard to find here in the house.
Yeah, can check for papers and stuff.
We could speak with him if we thought it wise. Though I'm not sure what we'd learn.
I mean, if we don't find anything in the house, it would always be an option. Just ask the dead guy.
Well, let's see what we can see then.
I'll check for records of books to see if I can spot if the mayor had a family, a son, or something.
Yeah, I mean, looking quickly at the house, there's, he had a son and an adopted daughter. You can find adoption papers for Irina Koliana. And the
Missing daughter was.
and the son's name is Ismark.
I would guess, since it's a young man, that it would be Ismark. The name of the dead guy. And the daughter was adopted. Might be interesting.
And the mayor's name is Kolyan Indirovich.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Kolyan Indirovich is the mayor's name. Kolyan. Indrovich.
And Irina was the adopted daughter?
Irina is the adopted daughter that went missing 2 weeks ago.
Right. Oh, I wonder what her actual backstory is if she was adopted.
Why does it matter?
Curiosity. Maybe there's a link. Maybe there's something useful about it.
I take it I don't find anything else in the house.
Nothing beyond what you would expect to find.
Okay,
Nothing loot worthy.
she'll come back. So what'd you guys find?
I found the name
did-
of the dead guy. So if we want, we can ask him a question.
Dead guy?
In
I
the
thought we
coffin,
thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it would be a version of you, but it was a small man. So I assume it's the son of the mayor, probably.
No, it's the
I mean,
mayor.
Now
it's
that
the
I think
mayor.
about it, if she was either kidnapped by the Lord or ran off into the woods, the mayor probably wouldn't have her body.
That's why I was surprised, in fact. Like, if there was a body looking like you in the wood and another here, like, okay, there was a
That
lot
would.
of Desi around.
Mm,
There was Dead
Yep.
Z and there was Kidnap Z. But, yeah, just the
yeah,
one.
that's way too many.
But
Desi
that's the mayor
kidnaps
in the
him?
coffin, so we can ask him.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? What's the worst
I-
that could happen?
Out of game, look. In game, I don't know jack shit about this place yet, so.
I've lost 2 wits, so Desi is fine to say dumb shit right now.
I'm gonna grab, like, a few oldie symbols, because that's the focus for my Destroy Undead spell.
Okay.
I can use local oldie symbol to power that.
All right.
Do you know what you want to ask him?
Well, I'm not even sure we really want to do that. Like, what question do we want to ask him?
I don't want to ask him anything.
What happened to his daughter? Why the house looks scorched? What all the symbols are for? There's 3. How long can you talk to him?
In 2 minutes.
Think you could find that out in 3 minutes?
I can try.
Should I leave the room?
I would think so.
Okay. I don't know if he'd get distracted if I was standing there, so. Alright. Desi
should
will
all
again
leave.
leave the room.
We should all leave the room, just in case the magic goes awry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Well, let's see if this guy's undead, because it won't work on him. He's undead.
Because
Trestius will pull his knife
okay.
and cut off one of his fingers
Ah,
and
ouch!
cast Speak with Dead. Not his own finger, the dead guy's finger.
Oh, that makes more sense. I was like,
I was
I
gonna
don't
say.
remember him ever cutting his own finger off before.
No. It's corpse's finger. I need my fingers. I'm an archer.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's
That's why we were kind of disturbed. Don't know what magic does here.
I mean, I could see him doing it for some reason, but yeah.
See,
The
Not
fact
bad.
that everybody's like, yeah, that tracks.
yeah. I mean,
All right. Go ahead and roll your spell.
We're bought in on this horror element.
Good news, no mishap. And yes, that was an extra die that I rolled.
I seen that. I was like,
Uh-oh.
why is he rolling dice?
Guess this is a magical place. It's Tahiti.
I
Necromancy.
was going to say the same thing, but not like Tahiti.
It's a magical place.
Geek say what?
What?
So yes, so because the remains are reasonably intact, you can speak directly with the corpse. So yeah, so you cast your magic, and there's like this creaking sound as the corpse kind of moves in a kind of like a very stop motiony sort of way, like the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt.
Yay, Ray Harryhausen.
Yay!
It's safe. You can come in. Tell me, how did you die?
My heart was not strong.
Your heart stopped.
Yes,
Was this from grief or because you drank too much?
because the devil came night after night after night, sending his creatures and his minions to assail this mansion.
In efforts to find your daughter,
Yes.
who you adopted.
Yes. I found her at the edge of the woods one night. She was only a baby. She could not fend for herself.
Interesting. You do not know who her true parents are.
I do not know.
And what happened to your daughter?
She found me where I lay. She got me ready to be buried at the church, and then she left.
And no one came for you.
No one came for me.
Do you wish to be buried at the church?
It's a way to make sure that I am safe from the devil forever.
Do you believe the church can protect you from the Count?
The church has weathered assaults from the devil for centuries.
Interesting. I will try to see if you can be buried there.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you could tell us that would make it easy for us to find your daughter?
The devil has a unholy interest in her. More so than
You
any
know-
other.
Why?
I don't know.
We only have a moment left before you return to where you were. I have a gift for you. And Trestius will wave Desi to come forward. Kind of time it as like that's the last thing he sees before he goes back to being dead.
Gotcha.
Desi looks kind of confused, but she trusts Dresty as she'll walk into the room.
The corpse kind of like looks and kind of sees Desi and says, "Irina, you're safe." As like Trustius's magic leaves him. So the last thing that he says.
Oh, I might let
Did you
him
just
rest.
call me in here to make a corpse feel better?
It may help him in the afterlife.
If he rests in peace, there's less chance he comes back.
And yes,
Huh. Nice.
he explained that the church has withstood assaults from this count. And there's protection there, and wishes to be buried there.
I mean, I assume we can carry him up to there.
Where's the church from here?
North.
It's in town. It's just
Oh,
like
good. Oh,
2 streets
that
up.
one. Okay. I thought this was going to be someplace. Okay, just up past the inn.
You know, if there was a distance, I'd have him walk himself.
Yeah, that would be weird. I'm okay with you bringing me into the room to give him something happy for the afterlife. I don't think I'd be okay with walking a few miles with the guy. That would be a step too far, no pun intended.
So I'll keep that in mind.
I appreciate that, because I don't have a good feeling about this. Not about him being buried. That's probably a good thing. Especially if the church is apparently actually worth something. But
It'll be interesting to see if I can enter.
be interesting to see if my never mind. She's probably the one that found on the road.
Or do you want us to just grab the coffin and bring it up there?
Probably the easiest way.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I'm sure you and I could carry it up.
I would say the 4 of us, but if we take it to Risen's level, it might be a bit harder on my shoulders.
That would make my back hurt for sure. Yeah.
I'll supervise.
Great. It's exactly what we need.
Oh, take his side. Let's bring it over.
I'll sing a song to motivate you to make it go faster and easier.
Perfect.
So the church is kind of like up like a small like rise at the far end of the village. The castle itself stands in the background. There's a bell tower rising towards the back. The church is definitely in disrepair. Most notably, the fact that the front door is covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Sorry, the church?
Yep.
What is it with this combo? Like, are they clawing it up and then lighting it on fire? Are they lighting it on fire and then clawing it up? Or are their claws made of fire? Because this is just weird. It's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen this around this place.
I mean, from what I understand, like bigger, larger wolf people like me attack town and claws at building, and they push them away with fire. I think that's how it happens.
Yep.
Oh. That still seems really weird.
Oh yeah. Let's hope that this time when we knock there is someone and not just a coffin.
Right. Yeah, we'll knock.
You probably shouldn't knock and run, huh?
We just put the coffin in front of the door We knock and we run.
I shouldn't find that
It's
as
all
funny as
dash.
I do.
Dog dash for the corpse.
So whoever has the best scouting can make a scouting roll.
Probably
Oh,
okay.
fuck. Probably.
I
It's
got
definitely not
5.
me.
On me,
Right
I'm
now I have
4.
3. Huh?
Okatai's got the best scouting, I would expect.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
yeah.
7.
Jesus.
I have 5 wits, so
Just
Oh, yeah.
7.
I've got 1 right now.
So you guys walk up, you knock, you kind of wait for a second. And Okatai, you can hear kind of quietly what sounds like prayer, like a very soft prayer. And then the prayer is kind of overridden by an inhuman scream that everybody hears from inside the church.
Somebody's
That's
ringing the
probably
damn bell.
bad.
Whip the door open.
somebody was praying before that scream.
Yeah, let's open the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the hammer out just in case.
Okay, give me one sec.
Why do people always get murdered the moment PCs show up? Like, if we showed up tomorrow, he'd still be murdered just now.
That's a dramatic power of heroes.
That's right. No.
So the door opens. There's like a hallway, 20 feet long, leads to a brightly lit chapel. You can all smell the mildew. There's doors on either side, and you guys can definitely hear. There's the screaming coming from up ahead, and a thumping sound. Like it sounds like something heavy, thumping on the floor
Repeatedly or like a one-time thing?
repeatedly.
Oh, that's somebody's head.
Does it sound like the thumping is on our side of the floor, or is something in the basement thumping on the underside?
Make a scouting roll.
Oh no. That's gonna be bad. Am I gonna need to use Berserker for wits? Let's find out. I am not pushing that.
Sorry, what was it? A scouting roll?
Oh shit! I know what I should have done. I even had a good reason for it.
Should have you spent the willpower to roll a different skill?
I should have. Because I could have. And because I know what fights sound like. I know what thumping someone's head against a floor should sound like, regardless of which side of the floor you're on.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely should have used the willpower. Oh well.
I'm going to dash ahead because this guy might still be alive.
Okay.
I'm gonna run after Trestius because it's my job to protect people. And he's
I will
running
follow.
off toward the sound of a fight.
So as you rush in, this is like the chapel portion of the church, the kind of the main church part, and it's definitely in shambles. There's overturned, broken pews. There's candles everywhere. At the far end of the church, there's like an altar that's been has claw marks gouged out of it. There's a priest kneeling in extremely soiled vestments. Looks like he hasn't changed them in like a month or more. And then beside him is what looks like a trap door that's basically been chained shut. That is, if you've ever seen Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2, the trap door is something underneath it just hammering the trap door up, and then it's falling back down, and that's the thumping noise. The priest is praying like under his breath. It's hard to hear him over the thumping, and that inhuman screaming sound is coming from whatever is underneath the trap door. And then the thumping stops, and you hear this voice, like a young man's voice, probably like 15, 16, just at the point where the voice is starting to change, that just says like, "Father, I'm hungry. I smell food. Feed me." And I think we'll end it there.
Fuck this town. I hate this town. This whole town sucks.
I thought you said I love it. I misheard you.
But yes, as the thumping stops and the voice underneath is like, "I smell food." We'll pick that up next week, conveniently on Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be bonus dice to all monsters
And necromancers.
and necromancers. You got
I
a
count as a monster, don't I?
you got a bonus die. You didn't seem happy with it.
I don't think that was for me. I think that was for you.
It was on your spell casting. Let's see if you get a mishap.
Okay.
Or a bonus magic.
XP, participate in a game session. Yes. Travel to a hex? No. New adventure site? Yes. Because you guys have found the church. Defeat one or more monsters? Not yet. Find a treasure? No, like the opposite of that.
Yeah, do we lose XP for buying a fucking
Feed a
expensive
small
map?
treasure.
I mean, the map was worth
Holy hell.
4 gold, so
Oh,
that's
yeah,
count
yeah.
as a treasure.
Jesus.
That's true. Actually, that's true. The map is super valuable because it lets you see where things are. So yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yay.
It's a 4 gold map
Bought it
on top of it.
instead of stealing it.
Yeah. Well, you guys
I
get
mean, I punched back the seller for my gold, but
Well, it's one of those things too. Like you guys get to decide now. You're supposed to stay on the road, but the road is significantly longer than going through the woods.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like easily 4 times as long.
It's very windy.
It is
We
very.
didn't
windy.
make it 3 feet off the road last time. Let alone travel across country.
You'll be fine.
Yep.
Build a function? No. Nobody activated Pride. Dark Secrets? No. Nobody risked their life yet. Any extraordinary actions?
No, not really. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I mean,
think so.
Desi
Barely
seduced the vampire.
Out. No, I didn't. That had nothing to do with me.
He did that himself, but it still happened.
Yeah. That was not me, and I don't want to give the vampire extra XP.
Oh, he'll take it.
It sounds like a bad idea.
So that sounds like 3 XP.
I'd figure out what I'm gonna buy.
You just got to survive till you can rest.
I managed to rest last night.
Yep, but you didn't have the XP to spend last night.
Well,
I need to find a
some.
way to train.
I just didn't. Yeah.
I need to train for Master of the Hunt.
So we'll pick this up next week.
All right,
Halloween.
sounds good.
Cool.
Perfect. Have a good night, folks. Have a good weekend, and we'll
too.
see some of you for various games over the next week.
Very
Cool.
cool. All right, thanks as always.
All right.
Thank
Have a good
God.
night.
Have a good night, y'all.